Alright, welcome back, guys. Welcome back. People, happy Friday! Happy Friday! What an unusual encounter. Me streaming on Friday? Yes, sadly, yesterday we couldn't stream. Yes, indeed. But well, let's look at the bright side. That means that we can spend this beautiful Friday together exploring the rest of Ancaria together. Look at that. But it's not only that, people. As you can see, last time we've already covered every single side quest in northern Ancaria. Yes, we finished the last section here. We did the Grunwald Dragon world boss fight. Spoiler alert. It was pretty easy, pretty cool and easy. It didn't pose much of a threat, considering that we had already killed 2 dragons in the initial zone. I like how the developers probably said, no, let's ensure that the player begins with an easy dragon here, a normal easy dragon there as part of his quest, and then he can go back and kill the T-Energy dragon. No, we've already done it. You have the highlight over at Twitch to see that I'm not lying at all. We killed the world boss T-Energy dragon here and the ghost dragon, which are much harder than the normal dragon that you see there. One thing that I don't understand is why, if here we have the 2 bosses kind of like drawn on the map, we didn't have the other ones here. Well, doesn't matter. Ladies and gentlemen, before we begin, I think that Streamlabs has finally made up his mind, so I think I can finally deliver the messages. Yeah, finally Streamlabs stopped being broken, so thanks the Dragoon channel. Hope you enjoy this fresh bod. I actually thanked you twice before this, but for some reason shitty Streamlabs messages didn't work, so let's ensure that it's working. Yes, now it's working. Streamlabs got their shit together after their last update. Now they released another one that apparently fixed what they broke. So the Dragoon channel, thanks from the bottom of my heart for being the 44th subscriber of the YouTube channel, and thanks to Adavani is working as well for being the 27th follower of the Twitch channel. Thanks to both of you, one of you over at YouTube, one of you here over at Twitch. So, thanks to both of you from the bottom of my heart. I actually thanked both of you in the previous 2 streams, but Streamlabs was essentially broken. Now they rolled another update to fix what they had broken before. Alright. So, thanks to both of you. You truly encourage me to continue showcasing all of these forgotten gems that definitely deserve much more praise back in the day. Remember, people, if you want to support the channel and you enjoy what I do, as always, I don't say this often, I generally don't do this, but the best way is to either follow over at Twitch or subscribe over at YouTube, but above all, come here and spend some time with me, talk a bit about video games, let's have a rant about E3 as I'm having in these days. The E3 rant will continue today, of course. So yeah, the best way to support the channel is come over here and talk with me, and talk to me, and have a debate about video games and all of those things that I love so much. So now that my notifications have finally worked, let's see if I can put the stream on performance mode. Today, as you can see, we've completed everything in northern Ancaria. You can see up there that you can see up there that I have an island over there. There's an island with the Northland Expedition quest. But first, there's actually one part of northern Ancaria that we haven't explored, guys, that I briefly mentioned. Let me close the NVIDIA control panel. It should appear on screen. Yes, here it is, as you can see here. I was trying a different setting, but yeah, let's just close it. Otherwise, it won't be perfectly smooth for you. Now it should be quite smooth for you. Okay. We have that Northland expedition there, but there's a section of Northern Ancaria that I haven't explored. As you can see, both the main quest and the both of the main quests, sorry, the evil quest and the good side quest, as you can see, they both lead us straight into Orc territory. We also have a quest there. Last time we defeated 2 cults altogether, the Eastern cult with a turkey or something like that, or a chicken there. The dragon and the cult here over at this church, corrupting the land, something like that. All right, I have news for you. Let me see if I have any portal. I should have. Ah, yeah, I have that one. So we'll teleport there because I have news for you. Last time I briefly mentioned that I googled. I don't feel proud of this, but it was essentially needed. I googled that there should be a basement here in Arthamak that should lead us to that volcano, which, as you can see there, it has a side quest and probably more of them. However, the only way to access that volcano is through one of these, essentially a basement here at Arthamak. So I need to find it. It's either this one or this one. And don't ask me how, but those are connected to the volcano, and those should lead us to the volcano. So let's keep our eyes open. Here we should have alright, that's always useful. The revealed statue will be here, however the incursion... So our journey today will be essentially to explore the volcano, and if we can explore, as you can see, the rest of the islands here, these ones, we'll do so. After that, instead of doing Northland expedition, we'll head over to Orc territory, right? And with that, we'll have all of the northern coast explored, and from Orc territory, we'll see where the main quest leads us to. Because I believe this is the expansion, the Blood and Ice expansion. I don't know if it's that one, or this one over here, or somewhere else. But well, that's the idea. We'll explore this volcano, any other island, any of the central islands which are not part of the expansion, and then we'll head over to Orc territory and continue with our main quest. That's the idea. We'll follow that pattern. Okay. Let me see if I can find. It should be there. The indication is that it's there. I think it's that ladder. There we go. See? It was a tricky spot. I couldn't see shit, actually. I think there was a hole there that actually led us. Okay, so supposedly this should lead us to the volcano. Don't ask me how. Don't ask me how they are connected, but yes, they should be connected. Lord Google never disappoints. Actually, yes, a lot of things are so fucking wrong on Google, but well, doesn't matter. The point is that I don't have any better reference. But it will lead us to the volcano, people. It'll lead us to the volcano, and it should,
recognize your mistake.
And we should end up there with a lot of new quests to do. Okay, here, let's go to the default to poison resistance. Let's try this. If it's not this one, if this one is a dead end, I don't know which of the two is actually the one that connects, which of the two dungeons is the one that is actually connected to the volcano, but yes, either one of these two. I don't know, maybe this one leads us to another island. I don't know. But well, we have a 50% probability in each one of them to end up over there. Hey, here, I don't know, I don't think it is, because we have a lot of random loot. It's a lot of money, though. Alright. A lot of free money is always good As you can see, we are essentially unbeatable by now. The game should be piece of cake from now on with my new skill tree. We are essentially unbeatable. I've essentially mastered the game 100%. In the sense that I evade most attacks. I am essentially invulnerable. I have 375 potions. So yes. We are essentially way too powerful. We are way too well equipped. And yes. Maybe it is this one. I see a resurrection monolith there. That's suspicious for a dungeon. Maybe this one. I mean, it's more connected to the ocean. I chose the one that's more connected to the ocean. And no, it's a dead end. Alright, that's the resurrection monolith at the volcano, but clearly this is not the... This is not the one, then it's the other one. It's the other basement that will lead us to Volcano Island. Anyways, this one had a lot of money. Look at that, 34,000 gold. Remember that all of that is increased because we haven't been killed in 3-4 streams, I don't know. I've lost count at this point. Don't do that. Thank you. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Thank you. No, 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 no. We already explored this one. Thank you. There we go. So yes, essentially, we completed all of our quests here in Northern Ancaria. Anyways, we got a lot of money there. We must be at 7 million. Yeah, more than that. Almost 8 million. Look at that. That's a lot of money. A lot of free money. That's what I love. A lot of free money. Who doesn't like that? So there's a second basement. Here, this one we've already explored it some days ago, so I am positive that it's not that one. This one it's not. It isn't, so it's the other one. If I could only get over there. We'll finally explore that. We'll finally explore Volcano Island. By the way, people, there we go. We should sell our stuff. Remember, you can sell stuff on the fly in this game, which is a pretty amazing idea, but you don't get as much money as you would normally get if you sell stuff like this. And with legendary items like this one, which isn't for my class, you lose a lot of gold. So let me sell those. Illegal's compliance is part of a set, so no. And I think those were the ones. Yeah, they took a lot of space because it was essentially a shield there. All right, almost one extra. That was almost. Hey, there's another one there. It could be that one as well. Alright. We'll see. We'll see about that. We'll see about that. By the way, I should exchange my runes eventually. It's been a while since I've exchanged my runes. That's for sure. Let me open this one. I mean, there aren't many options. It's the other house. There aren't many options. It's either this one or that dungeon outside of town. There it is. It has to be that one. I think it's this one, huh? I remember the photo. Lighthouse. Yeah, it has to be this one. I think. Yeah. I'm quite sure it's this one. Or at the wiki, yeah, it said it was that one. Yeah. I mean, that was a delayed entrance to the dungeon. Yeah, look at this. Free side quest. If I can talk to him. Kill Rogues, the traitor. Guard Bentren. My former friend, Rogues, is an infamous traitor, villain and coward. When I get my hands on him, I'll... but he took off, of course. He went through this passageway. It leads directly to the volcano island. The volcano island. It's crawling with evil creatures down there. I'm too afraid to go down. Would you be willing to be the instrument of my revenge, find rogues and kill the traitor? Gladly and yes. So we are on track, people. Only way. This way to Volcano Island. We are taking the interstate highway. In the case of the US. In the case of the European Union, we are taking the international routes. In the case of Argentina, we are taking. Let's go back to fire damage. In the case of Argentina, in my case, we are taking the provincial routes. Doesn't matter. However you may want to call it, we are taking the interstate route. Let's default to US. So it's clear. We are taking the highway. We are taking the highway to Volcano Island. Hey, Illigar's directive. I must be pretty close to getting a full set now. A full Illigar's set. Yeah. It must be quite close. Illigar's compliance. And Illigar's directive. Pretty good. Pretty good. Look at that. Stop attacking my... Illigard. Over there. Illigard solutions. Illigard compliance. Remember, when you get a full set, you get enhanced gruesome inquisition cooldowns, which are pretty good because it's my main attack, ruthless mutilation. I'll leave this here for the sake of the stream, and then we'll see about that. For the sake of not ruining the pace of the stream. Otherwise I would stop there and do a lot of stupid comparisons. We'll leave that for the end of the stream. I know it's boring for you people. So, see how... What a... that one? There we go. See what a professional streamer I am. I know what's boring for you, and I skip it. Yeah. That's actually it though. Alright people. Alright, so we're taking the highway. We'll get over there. But don't think that even if I am that kind and generous as to not sort through my inventory and make 100 comparisons about gear, don't think I've forgotten about the E3. Yeah, the rant will go on today. The rant will go on. Metaphysics. A lot of crazy shit that I love so much. Yes. Don't think that it's over. The Summer Game Fest is a pile of shit. Straight up. It's a pile of shit. I cannot say it loud enough. They have killed E3. Jeff Keighley is responsible for killing the E3. It was my dream, as it was a dream of many people, to go to a real E3 for a lot of years, and they have crashed and destroyed our dreams as if they were utter garbage. They turned E3 into a pile of crap. There was a public vote. I discovered that there was a public vote over at Twitter, or X as it's now called. There was a public vote, and everyone essentially voted D. And that's not even considering the bots that Jeff Keighley must use. So yes, there was a vote, and between what was your qualification for Summer Game Fest? It was A, B, C, or D. By the very same Jeff Keighley. Most people voted D. Against bots, against all odds. Everyone unanimously agreed that it was a pile of crap. You think that guy cares about that? Do you think he cares about that? Honestly, Flash News, he doesn't care. He got a lot of money from that. Hey, there's a traitor. Let's kill him. Speaking of traitors, morals, psst, or sa, or I don't know how to pronounce that one. That. Well, it's kind of like a grumble. It's kind of like growling. I don't know. Like, ha, puh, puh. Like that. It's like spitting. Puh. Yeah, like that. Puh. Morals are the last refuge of the weak. Other rules apply here. Which ones, you ask? You'll soon find out. Yeah, let's go. I love killing degenerates. I love killing degenerates. That's what I most love in this game. Yeah, there we go. We are the Inquisition people. We are meant to kill infidels and degenerates. Just like Dominion from Star Wars: Your Republic. No, I won't tell the story again. You have the ball. Right. D3. The Summer Game Fest was anonymously and publicly shit. Now we can say it. Officially shit. Official shit. We can give it the label of official shit. They destroyed D3. They killed our dreams. Death and destruction. So why are you so negative? Yes. It's not that I'm being negative, I'm being realist about this. Not the philosophical sense of realist, or the royal sense, because it can also mean that you support the crown of whatever country it may be. Not the philosophical, not the royal sense of the word realist, but the common, more used sense of the word realist. That, under all circumstances, under any shed of light, it was a pile of crap. Straight up. So, as I always love to do, because on Tuesday I didn't give you my arguments as to why it's a pile of crap. I just took it for granted, and that was a mistake on my part. I said that that Jeff Keighley should be fined, which I first said that he should be banned, then I said no, it's better to straight up fine him. But nowadays, I've also been thinking about it after my rage
Clean up in here sometime.
subsided a bit, that the best option is to simply not watch it. It doesn't fix the issue. But well, I didn't watch it, in fact. It was such a pile of crap. I just watched a repetition, kind of like a replay, a replay from some random channel over at YouTube. So yeah, I think it's the best policy. So, my arguments as to why, I mean, here, right, we should go, we are getting to the end of the highway, let's say. The end of the dungeon, I'll stop calling it a highway. My arguments as to why it was a pile of crap. First of all, the trailers were all about shitty games. I don't know how much someone could be interested in Lego Horizon Zero Dawn, Lego games, Lego Star Wars, and I love Lego Star Wars games. That's for your keep that in mind. But I mean, you can present that at the replacement of E3, I guess. And Relic of the Arcane. Okay, let's go. All right, we got to the end. Let's get to the volcano there. There. That should lead us to the volcano. Yes. Arcane marks, splinters. Is this a volcano? It does look like a volcano. I've never been to a volcano. Yep, we are definitely there. The problem is that our side quest, our main side quest, is over there. Well, I bet they are connected. Let's just push on. Hey, this feels like exploring. What was it called? Mount. Hey, where's my buff? This is like exploring Mount. No, it wasn't Mount. Stark Mountain in Pokemon. I think it was Stark Mountain. That one was the one from Platinum. No, Mount Silver. Mount Silver is the one from Heart Gold or Gold from Pokemon 2. I'm just using my mind there. I'm just using my memory, sorry. Alright, we seem to... there's a connection. And there's only one way to go, which is this one. Alright, first let's grab the side quest, then we go. Besides, you can hear me rant about E3 even more. So, the trailers were shit. Straight up, Sony and Nintendo don't participate. This lighthouse. They don't participate there. Nintendo has... I know that Nintendo has a Nintendo Direct, but it's not the same as seeing Reggie or Miyamoto participate on stage. Be on stage there. Take the letter to Mayor Wolonos. That does it. I've had enough. I quit immediately. Who do these people think they are? I've been the lighthouse keeper here for 5 years now. Year in and year out. Whenever that light goes out, I run up those stairs like a madman to guide the ships across the bay. And how do they thank me? Here, read this. The community of Arthamak wishes to thank you for 5 years of service as lighthouse keeper and pilot. Is that it? No bonus? No pay increase? They've gone too far. I quit. I've already drawn up my written notice. Would you be so kind to deliver it to Mayor Wolonos? I'm so angry I don't trust myself to go there in person.
I will help you.
But I mean,
In the name of the Inquisition.
we have to essentially deliver a resign notice. A worker resign notice. Alright. This one will be interesting. No, but first I'll explore the rest of the volcano. Okay. I bet the major is... yeah, right over there. I could teleport there, but first let's explore the volcano. I'm not doing that dungeon again just to get over here. So yes, essentially the E3 was a pile of the E3. The E3 was magnificent. The Summer Game Fest was a pile of crap. Essentially all indie games. Essentially there are some good indie games, but
Your countenance will be erased from this
the E3 was historically the place where companies would reveal their legendary the ultimate games. No exclusives. Exclusivity culture has essentially died. I raised up this point last time. Exclusivity culture has essentially died with console wars finally being over. As I've said, PC has won. It has killed the Xbox and PlayStation. They're essentially shitty PCs now. Only Nintendo survived. So yes. Hey, pretty good. Can I enter? I mean, let's be honest, people. That's what anyone would do if they would go to a volcano. Enter? Can I enter? I can't enter. Damn it, it was shorter than I thought. Anything else? Can I take a different path here? Interesting. Alright, then I'm not meant to explore all of the island. I guess. I'm not meant to explore the whole island. Hey, there's the coast. So close, yet so far away. I read that you can actually get here through there if you have a character with a jump ability. With a jump combat ability. We don't. We don't. We are like sloths. Now we are like mages. So you get the point. We're like mages, so we cannot do that jump there at all. Okay, so we need to deliver this to the lighthouse keeper there, and we have to punish a traitor entering the dungeon again. Pretty interesting. So let's get over to the major. Fighter, This way. Over here. So we move right there to the major. The major. Be careful with those because the G kind of like means huge. Great event, for example. And the other one is the public figure. That one was difficult to learn, I remember when I was young. Major and mayor. Yeah. Always make sure you have your pronunciation sharp, people. Your pronunciation is sharp. Where is he? Seems to be at that tower, which you can only enter through exactly where I was going. So we go up there, and they're gonna be a pretty good place to be. Look at that. Mayor, how are you doing? Deputy Mayor Wellness. Lighthouse Keeper wants to quit. On the one hand, that's a shame, but there's nothing we can do about it. He was becoming a thorn in my side anyway. Always requesting more holidays and so on. He had 2 whole days of work last year. The whole 2 whole days. If he doesn't want the job, that's fine with me. I'm sure there are plenty of other fellows who would be glad to have a job like that.
It is finished.
Alright, this is getting interesting. Quite interesting side quest line. Alright, then that's it. That's it. Alright. That was easy and short, just how I like it. Then let's go back into the dungeon and report to the guard that wanted us to get that traitor right here. Well done, thank you. This would be a lesson to him if he were still alive.
It is finished.
That's the idea. Let me make sure that there are no other quests over at the volcano. I don't think so. I mean, I don't think you are meant to actually go back and talk to the lighthouse guard again. There we go. Let's do it real quick. I just want to check that we have achieved 100% completion. So So, as I was mentioning, E3 was legendary. Exclusivity culture has sadly died in the gaming industry, thanks to Microsoft, and now thanks to Sony. Thanks to both of them. There you go, no more quests, that was easy. I'm disappointed, that was way too easy. And how do you access the rest of the islands? Oh, I don't know. Alright, we'll leave Northland Expedition for later. Then let's go back where we started after this quick introduction, because as you can see, people, we've already completed all of the northern Ancaria side quests. So join me as we head over to the Orcish regions. As we head over to the Orcish regions, join me because we'll get over there and see what surprises await us in the over at the Orc desert. There we go. So, as I was mentioning, exclusivity culture has been lost. I know I've said it 3 times already, sorry. It has been lost as my argument as to why E3 was much better. It had exclusivity culture. I know what people will say, the relativist argument of exclusives are never good erase. Oh god damn it, the game loves to crash so much. God damn it. I think this one was our fastest crash ever. 35 minutes. God damn it. 35 minutes. I don't believe it. I'm beginning to wonder if I'm the only one who has these crashes. God damn it. God damn it. Oh my god. Oh my. I'm beginning to think that's about the frame rate. It has to be. It has to do with the 144 refresh rate. Perhaps I had the right idea. Lowering it to 60. I don't know. The thing for me is that once you try 144 with G-Sync, it's way too difficult to go back to 60 at all. But G-Sync has caused this with some games. It may be G-Sync because I've already implemented all of the possible fixes of the game. God damn it. So as I was mentioning, the E3 had that exclusivity culture that I said, and I know that nowadays the majority, the most prevalent argument is that exclusives are bad. No, people, exclusives aren't bad. They force you to buy an under powerful PC. Yeah, but they made the consoles unique, something which nowadays we don't have, like the Xbox Series X and the PlayStation 5. They are kind of like shitty PCs. But for example, the other day I was exploring the some games of the PS Vita library. Would you believe that the PS Vita has more exclusives than the PS5, for example? The PSP, well, let's not even talk about it. It's kind of like it has millions of exclusives, over 100 probably. So yes, essentially, the other day I was looking into one called Dungeon Maker. Right, the quests are completed, but it didn't register my teleport. Let's do that. So I was looking into that, and the PS Vita has many more exclusives than the PS5. And that console died pretty fast, and the PS5 it's selling. So yeah, probably this shitty tendency of making consoles shitty PCs without personality will prevail, which I think it's sad. I've already mentioned this in the previous stream, but my rant will go on because it's such. But I will this time I'll use, contrary to what I did on Tuesday. I didn't take it seriously. On Tuesday, and I didn't give you my arguments. So in this case, not my arguments as to why E3 was better than the Summer Game Fest and these shit that we have nowadays. But the arguments as to why exclusives are important for a console. They're important because, first of all, they validate the identity of the console. They are the very reason that CEOs and executives cannot undermine the real meaning of the word exclusive. And they essentially make consoles unique. Without them, what's the point of having a console? Everything is on PC. Well, I mean, I apply this philosophy right now. PC has always been better than consoles. But it's true that back during the 6th generation and the 7th generation, up to the 7th generation, there was a degree of there were a lot of exclusives, so there was a degree of unique identity for each console. Like games would even so we are crossing the border wall. We are getting into Orcish territory, people. I know we've been here a bit while exploring the while trying to get to the dragon dungeon on Tuesday. But well, now we are officially getting into Orcish territory. So this is the Orcish country, region, whatever. This one I don't think has anything to do with Europe. This one is more similar to World of Warcraft. So it's full of goblins. See, I told you that goblins were different than what was it? Kobolds? They were different. Regeneration time 13 seconds. That's crazy. This was a delayed quest. Maybe it got activated now. Now that we've progressed to the main quest. I love the voices of the goblins. They're so weird. Alright, let's see if this quest is actually unlocked now. We are getting into Orcish territory, people. It's interesting, really. No, it's not part of the main quest then. Okay, then let's go on. We have both of the main quests ready to go. Please, spider, over here. There we go. Essentially, by now we are we are immortal. Right, they were more or less over. Well, as you can see, we've already completed all of the region here. We'll leave the Northland expedition for later because I don't know if that's part of the expansion. So let's get to the main two quests. We have the evil quest and the good side quest. Remember, thanks to our mods, we are able to do both of them at the same time. So I was mentioning, continuing with my rant about E3, that the Summer Game Fest was straight up, sorry to say it like this, it was a pile of crap. There was a public vote over at Twitter or X, however you may want to call it, in which the very creator of the Summer Game Fest, the guy responsible for killing E3, Jeff Keighley, he did a vote, and it was a public vote, and anonymously, in a public vote, he kind of like did a poll, and the options were, in terms of the qualification, A, B, C, or D. Guess what most people voted? Publicly, huh? Publicly. And he used, and I'm sure he used bots for that poll. Most people voted D. So it's universally agreed upon that the Summer Game Fest was a pile of crap. I guess we can say it officially. We can use the label officially crap. So yes, the E3 has died. We have sacrificed listening to Miyamoto, listening to Regifilm's AIM in the case of Nintendo, listening to Jack Tretton in the case of PlayStation. He's no longer the president, but he was back then. But I'm just giving you examples. To listening to Kaz Hirai, for example, probably the best president of PlayStation. We resigned listening to Peter Molinex. A lot of interesting developers from back in the day, from the golden age of E3, yeah, a bit more, up ahead. We are getting close. To listen to Jeff Keighley and a lot of indie developers instead of Miyamoto, instead of Regifilm's AIM, though he wasn't a developer. But listening to Iwata, remember back when Iwata was alive, may he rest in peace. We resigned listening to the most brilliant minds in the gaming industry, and we changed that for listening to Jeff Keighley and some indie developers. Now, I don't say that indie developers don't have anything to say, but if we are talking about the most important meeting of the year in terms of video games, I think it's fair to say that it's more important listening to Miyamoto, to Kazi Rai, to, I don't know, in the case of Microsoft, I remember in the first time they attended to E3, Bill Gates was signing the original Xbox consoles back in 2003 or 2001, I think it was. The Gnarler. Hey, we arrived at the Orc village. Look at this. I have to unlock the portal. Find my lost hunting dagger. Maybe here. No, not here either. Where is the blasted thing? And looking at hunting dagger. Yeah, bushy. No. Okay.
The Inquisition is shown to
I think I read diarrhea there or something like that. Well, don't worry. I'll improve my shitty imitation of an orc, I guess. Okay, first settlement. Good, we have a foothold. But my main quest wasn't there. So let's grab the side quests here. What else do we have? Give me some slimy gobs with goo. I have a problem, my friend. Where are the menu? Okay, so we're looking for food here. Any other quest here? So we grab all of them. Hey, that one look. This is a blatant. This is a blatant ripoff of World of Warcraft, people. Remember I place, I'm sure of it. Ogre Shaman Bratislartfas. Akibo no ill. Inside hand cord broken and me have no more. Akibo no angry when no inside hand cord. You bring me inside hand cords from tiny orcs, he says. Goblin says. Need 3 hands of cords. How do you? Okay. Okay. Pretty interesting. Dr. Matchthink. Orc Merchant Services. Hey, they're all orcs. It's pretty... I love how the game it's quite realistic in terms of the demographics. The demographics of it. Take me on my tour around the marketplace. Hey you, yes you, exactly. You look like you know how to handle your weapons. Come with me and keep these these murderers away. Who are us?
They call me a bad wolf because I'm solving your problems.
Around the marketplace. Ah, here. Okay. Hitman. Sorry, Hitman. Hitman 1, Hitman 2, Hitman 3. I meant to say that. Those ones? Look at that. My cooldowns are so good that I don't even need to do attacks in between. Alright. Anyone else who wants to kill this fine gentleman? Anyone else? So as I was mentioning, I think it was I think it's fair to say that it was more important listening to Miyamoto than listening to Jeff Keighley and some random indie developers. Not to say that they are not important for the industry, it's just that Hitman's not. It's just that you can't compare it to listening to the greatest, the most brilliant minds of the gaming industry. I think it's not fair. Leave me alone. You won't get any information from me. You certainly would hear it from me that Baruch paid us to find UG. Oh no.
Glory and power.
Now that is interesting. So here we are. We are completing our task. Take this away.
Glorious day for me.
Ah, careful. Careful, there's a legendary there. Let me sell my stuff real quick. The fact that you can sell stuff on the go, yeah, is probably the best idea that I've seen in a while in RPG games. Like, you always have to go back to town and to sell your stuff.
emanates from this item.
Oh, that's a lot of legendaries. Yeah, we're getting a lot of sets. Of set pieces now. Okay. Eliminate Baruch. So Baruch is behind all. Sorry, I won't read as an orc all the time. So Baruch is behind all of this, just as I suspected. He wants to get away, to get with my sweet Lucy. I'm the only thing standing in his way. He has something hard to get at us, so he'll be going too far. And kill him, because human found in the nearby. I think we have all of the side quests to explore the countryside. Good. Can we enter there? Nope. It's not like in Ogrimmar. Then let's go back and do the main quest. So, yeah, as I was mentioning, it's so sad. It's so sad that E3 is dead, and we have a clown as a replacement for it, instead of listening to the most brilliant minds in the gaming industry that I've been mentioning. So yes, it's absolutely disgusting. It's absolutely disgusting. As I've said, I hate that we've lost the exclusivity culture that made consoles unique back then, but because it was a show, it was a true show, and compared to this pile of crap, E3 was essentially God, compared to the pile of crap that we were served the other day, the previous week. So yeah, they undermine the very meaning of the word exclusive. Phil Spencer, on top of that, says that they are proud of what they are doing. I mentioned this the other day, so I don't want to get repetitive. Watch the previous vlog in case you are interested. But yeah, essentially, the console wars are over. The PC has won. It has killed both Microsoft and PlayStation. I don't care about money. It's a matter of dignity. Console wars for me are a matter of dignity, of having a decent lineup of exclusive games, true exclusive games that are not released on other platforms. Feel free to call me a fanboy, to insult me, to say whatever you want. But metaphysically speaking, you know that I support metaphysical realism, and when you say that a game is exclusive, the meaning of the word exclusive is that it's only released on your platform, not any other platform. This shit of releasing your games on your console and PC, but not the other console, I don't give a shit if it's on PC nowadays. I've seen 5-year-olds build PCs, so it's not an excuse. It's not that it's something that we, the crazy elitist PC players did. It's not. We are not back in that era. Nowadays, anyone can build a PC, even if it's not as powerful as with the latest GPU. But essentially, you can create a decent PC, and you can build a decent PC, and you probably run all of the games better than any console. Yeah, rage, console fanboys, rage because in case you don't know, I have some interesting news for ya. In case you don't know, last time I vitality and dexterity. Yeah, more or less you want to have them similar. Concentration. I want to reach 75 as fast as I can, so I can get my third buff here, so I can get my mastery of the talent So yeah. Anyways, that decreases regeneration time. 12.9. Yep. Pretty much. Let me get rid of this. Level up. Level 55. And that's our main quest. What? Who are ya? Why don't you kill me? Shirka, what do you know about her? Where can I find her? Speak. You are her father. Ah, I can see the resemblance. I remember her mother. But you were always a complete mystery. So she ran away. That sounds like her. I'll go look for her then. I'll start my search in Orcish Byway. I'll leave word of where you can find me.
Task has been accomplished.
Alright, that's part of a plot twist that has been probably ruined for ya people. If you haven't watched the previous stream, yes, we are the father of that girl. If you play the main good side quest. Right, we have to take the other path. If I can, let's see. If I am allowed to do so, we should be able to. There's the crossroads. There are the. There it is. I see a crossroads up ahead. Yeah, there we go. There we go.
The gods are on my side,
Stop attacking my spider mount. It's expensive. I remember this place, I'm sure of it. No, wait. You pack. I think we are meant to go over there. Good. So yes. Ah, that's a lot of loot. We cannot leave all of that juicy loot right over there, laying around. There we go. No, not that one. Sword bow. No. These are all parts of pieces of a set. Oh, hey, what's going on there? Go back to fire. There we go. I don't think they are gonna attack us with any other type of damage. As I was mentioning, essentially only Nintendo survived the console wars. I'll give them that. But it wasn't all of Nintendo, because home consoles died with the Wii U, technically. Technically, it was the portable division, the one that got them, that saved them with the Nintendo Switch. Kind of like the legacy of the 3DS. Always remember this, the legacy of the 3DS and the Nintendo DS saved Nintendo, not the legacy of the Wii U. Not the legacy of the Wii U, it was the legacy of the 3DS. The Switch is much more similar to a 3DS than to Wii U in terms of the philosophy behind games. So yeah, we could say the 3DS technically, as I said, won the console wars, because only the Nintendo Switch survived in terms of philosophy. The philosophy of the 3DS was inherited by the Switch, and it's the one console that survived. Like, nowadays, I think no one could argue that the best combo is any other than PC plus Nintendo Switch. Like, I understand this argument about the Steam Deck and playing PC games on the go. Yeah, but no, for that I'd rather have a PC. The perfect combo is Nintendo Switch and PC. And partially, even partially, because the Nintendo Switch can also be can also potentially be emulated. So
What are you doing here? This is the place where magic flows from the earth. You don't look like a warrior. If you want us to take you seriously, show me how good you are at fighting. You find elementals over there. Go and fight against them. Maybe you have the heart of a warrior after all.
Sorry, I got an important message that I was waiting for. There we go. Isn't that what was the name of this guy? The brother of Thrall from Warcraft 3. Isn't that the portrait of the brother of Thrall from Warcraft 3? Appreciate war killer, no matter where who are you? But when he had his play for the magic flows to the edge, you think like a warrior taking it seriously. Show me. Ah, good. Go fight the elemental. We're fighting at the arena.
The warrior's heart my chest harbors. Take a close look. You may learn a thing or two.
Yeah. So you call this pile of crap an arena? We fought at the Roman Colosseum in this game. What damage do they deal? Poison and magic. That should be easy. You call this dump an arena? God damn it. Only one? What's the... Hey! They hit pretty hard. Maybe I underestimated ya. Level 56. Good.
Give your energy to me.
Huh. It's been a while since someone forced me to use a potion. But it won't save ya. Anyone else? Where's the last one? There.
Give your energy to me.
Yeah, that's it, yeah. Ah, you got some friends. They won't help you. Easy. Easy.
It seems
Oh, 60,000 gold. Pretty good. Luckily, the game asks me before I sell my stuff. The game does a great job at preventing me from selling my stuff. In a stupid.
Well, you deserve respect. Go to the wise female over there. She will look inside you and find your destiny.
Sure thing. Sure thing, warrior.
warmed up.
Chief. Among orcs. Right. Ah, there we go. So they spend their days here killing each other. Well, the Roman Colosseum over at Tylesium is a bit more civilized, I must say. But well.
You killed many elementals. You are tough, almost like one of us. Come closer, I will read you. Come, I don't bite. Yes, yes, I can see it. You have the heart of a warrior. You are like warriors of the Arthamak clan. I will make you honorary member of the clan. Go, talk to your comrades. Greet them.
Remember, we are infiltrating these degenerates to utterly destroy them in the name of the Inquisition and ensure that mankind is safe from these beasts.
It is an honor.
Alright. Let's talk to the comrades.
You are the first brother in arms who is not of orc origin. That is remarkable. I know you came to speak to our leader. Before we can allow that, you will have to prove your worth. When we made our way here, orcs from another clan insulted us. We were in too much of a hurry to deal with them there and then. Go and kill them. But first, talk to our spy in the village north of here.
They insulted us? Well, that's a serious problem, of course.
The lines of the Inquisitor, they are top notch. I assure you, we are infiltrating here to then kill all of them, and it will be my pleasure killing these beasts. I mean, we are the Inquisitor, after all. We ensure that savages don't. Ah, I could have accessed the arena from here. Now I feel stupid. Okay. Let's get over there. Let's head over there. Hey, can I kill that one? No. I love how right now my main question is if I can kill everything that I stumble upon, because I'm basically unkillable at this point.
The Inquisition.
They better do. Elegant assurance. No, call the goblin, please. Goblin. Goblin, this way. There you are. I have the boots, right? Yep. And this one is the same as this one. 45, 76 because of the level, but it's Elegant assurance. 34, 27. Chance to evade 16.9. That's pretty difficult to beat. But somehow the Wayfarer did it. Somehow I have better boots there. Yep, pretty much. Because my reverse polar. It's because of my reverse polarity, I believe. Wait, the reverse polarity rune does increase my evasion, I believe. Wait, don't we have any? Casting Maelstrom, no. Paralyzing Dread, no. Chance to Reflect, no, it was Chance to Reflect, no, of course. Okay, we'll see about that one later. Okay, no, the Wayfarer is better. Alright, kill rival orc clan. Roll beastie quest.
This should be the place of my destination.
Wow, very good. Give, take, go.
That was almost too
That was easy. Those were the quest items that we got some minutes ago. Alright, we need to enter, please.
You are a new warrior. They told me about you. You can find the orcs who insulted our clan to the north. Go and make them pay for their audacity. May the sword be with you.
I love the dedication that they put into the enhanced portraits mod. That this one has different traits than the other ones. That's a lot of dedication for a mod that changes the portraits. I'm looting a lot of gold thanks to the fact that I haven't died in a lot of streams. Okay. Let's see the ones that insulted us. Alright, there we go. And the main good side quest, Shirkalana. Disappeared, people. Disappeared. She essentially disappeared. Shirkalana, where are you? The main good quest. Disappeared. Oh, problem solved, people. One less quest. Okay. Hey, this chapter 2, I think we've completed it. Dark demonic rituals. Why isn't this? Where's that one? That one, Dark Rituals, the one that we haven't completed. That one is okay, but do we have any other? Because that one is finished at the end of the Orc Desert. Do you have any other one? That Northland Expedition, alright. So... Yep, as you can see, we finished everything. Shekalana, Great Wall, blah 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 blah. Yep, we finished everything as you can see. Look at this shit. And the main quest? Hey, we have a lot of books to read. The main quest should be chapter 3, and we are beginning chapter 3. Okay. Good. Good, people. Good. So let's begin with the main quest, shall we? Let us begin with the main quest, guys. So, we'll begin with the main quest as you listen to me rant about E3, or the lack of E3. So, as I was mentioning... Okay, it's so incredibly close. No, let's focus on them. So, as I was mentioning, we could listen to the most brilliant minds of the gaming industry. There was exclusivity culture, as I've said. I think exclusives were an integral part of the gaming industry. The same goes for the console wars. It's not just this relativist and reductionist poor argument of saying, you're fighting over pieces of plastic. No, it's not a piece of plastic. It's not fighting, first of all. It's just debating. The problem is that nowadays people are not used to debate without fighting. Which, by the way, the key is using arguments. The difference between a debate and between a discussion debate and a simple and beastly argument, let's say, and an argument is that in a discussion, in a debate, you always use you use arguments. You explain the reason why you are saying something. And in an argument, it's just full of fallacies, what's the original Latin name? Ad hominem fallacies, like saying you are an idiot, for example. Like insulting the person rather than the arguments of the person.
While you still can.
Instead of debunking the arguments, sorry. So yes, essentially, the console wars were needed because they were a rhetoric, a dialectic battle, let's say, a rhetoric battle. Yeah, we have to follow the path. It has kind of like a twist at the end. I don't know if you saw it. It was a rhetorical battle, let's say. I don't know how to call it. A dialectic battle, in which each company would argue, for example, look at this. Tell me if this was a stupid discussion. I'll give you an example. 7th generation, E3 2007, 2008, I don't know which one it might have been, the release of Killzone. It was the argument if Killzone was the Halo killer, if Killzone would replace Halo. Well, it certainly does not replace Halo. The quality of Halo 3, for example, back then was pretty good, though I didn't like it. I liked Halo 1 and 2 much more. But yes, essentially what we are discussing there is the genre variety offer of the library of the console. Like, there are the traitors who insulted the clan. There we go, pretty easy. There we go. Insult fixed, I guess. Dishonor. I'm still standing, not for long. There we go. That's it. That was easy. Easy. Imagine this. I say for example that Killzone isn't the Halo killer, and someone says it is. Well, we are discussing the genre variety. It's giving depth to the gaming industry. It's giving, it's not just console wars, my plastic is better than yours. No. That's kind of like having, or trying to, that's kind of like trying to destroy the industry, the console industry, by saying that simply, that you are fighting over pieces of plastic. Is much deeper than that. You are debating, you're having a rhetorical debate, a dialectic.
Orcs has captured our warriors. We were supposed to kill the leader of the Ruka clan, but he was not in the village. Apparently, he took refuge on that hill.
mess of that.
These are certainly hilarious. It was a dialectic debate. It was a rhetorical debate. That it was much deeper than my piece of plastic is better than yours. No, that's kind of like only an ignorant would understand that from the console wars. What I understand, let us try my way for a second, just so you understand what I mean. Well, we could say that the genre variety that Killzone gives to the PlayStation, I'm just using this as an example, random example. The genre variety it gives to the PlayStation 3 console allows the customer to have much more genre variety in terms of options, and we can all agree that, for example, the Xbox 360 doesn't have a hack and slash as good as God of War. But your argument of saying that Halo is the definitive best FPS of the 7th generation does not justify buying the Xbox 360, for example, because we have at least a partial replacement. See, how is that? How is any of what I just said idiots fighting over pieces of plastic? I never mentioned anything like that. I gave you logical arguments, kind of like I have two consoles. One has the best hack and slash of the 7th generation. I think we can all agree it's God of War 3, because you can play Bayonetta on both of them. The best exclusive one. And then my argument is that, for example, Killzone is a partial replacement to Halo. For example, let's do it the other way around, so you can see that it's not just one is better, the other one is shit. No. The Xbox 360 is certainly the best console for racing game genres, racing game fans of the genre. Sorry, racing games fans, because it has the best lineup of racing games ever, only compared to only matched by the PSP, maybe. So yes, if you are, what's the conclusion? Because that's the thing with relativism, it never reached any objective conclusions. I reach an objective conclusion. If you like racing games, the Xbox 360 is the best choice. If you like hack and slash games, then PlayStation is probably your best bet, because it also has the best version of Dante's Inferno. I think it was exclusive. The special edition of Dante's Inferno, which was made by Visceral Games, was exclusive to the PS3. Then with Goblin Brains, Goblin Livers, blah, 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 blah. Get me some Goblin Organs. We are collecting Goblin Organs. Pretty good. So, yes, there you could see it. What is any of what I said fanboy or fighting over pieces of plastic? And I'm saying this as the main PC player, let's say. My first console was a PC with Windows 98, but I hate it. I hate when relativists destroy the meaning, the true objective meaning of words. Like, see how I arrived at objective conclusions. If you like racing games, well, it's highly probable that the Xbox 360 will be more suited for you. Why? Because it has all of the Project Gotham Racing games, all of the Forza Motorsport and Horizon games, and PlayStation only has Gran Turismo 5 and 6, which didn't live up to the expectations of its prequels. If you like hack and slash games, well, it's a no-brainer. You have God of War, you have the best edition of Dante's Inferno. If you like platforming, if you like platformers, of course Nintendo is king, but I must say that, for example, the Little Big Planet series is kind of like Mario Maker before Mario Maker existed, though I guess we can all agree that Mario Maker is better nowadays. It surpassed the formula. Hey, that was a trap, and I fell for it. There we go. Traps in this game are quite effective. Like they mimic the terrain. So yes, there you could see it. Hey, bear. I'm dealing ice damage. Do you have any other quests to do here, or are we done? Is the bubbles that count? No. Yeah, there we go. Hey, what's that? I see a portal up ahead. So yes, as you could see there, what is any of what and E3, the E3 was the main I don't want to say battleground. It was the main, so I'll use a pretty sophisticated Greek word that I use on my Discord, it's all my Discord server. It was a Greek agora. The agora was kind of like a public space back in Greece. It says there's a portal there, but I don't see it. No, that's quite interesting. The map went a bit crazy there. Map went a bit crazy there. Huh? Don't tell me you're gonna crash. What the? It crashed? In the transition? Yeah. Well, I mean, this game is unbearable today. It's crashing every 30 minutes. This is way too much. I don't know what's wrong with it. But today, it's getting way too crazy. So, essentially, we'll call it a Greek, we'll call it a Greek agora instead of, in case you want to Google that, it was a public space in which philosophers would go to debate and discuss ideas, and mainly the main way they eliminated relativism back in ancient Greece. So yeah, but it has had a resurgence nowadays. So yes, essentially, when you think that that it's simply that simply two people debating about the council wars is just two grown-ups, two idiot grown-ups, fighting over pieces of plastic, that's called a reductionist argument. It's kind of like reduction to the absurd, because you are not getting to any of the objective conclusions that could come out of that debate. You are not addressing the main reason why that debate exists, and you are not addressing any of the arguments. You are also not reaching any objective conclusions at all. Like you're saying, two idiots fighting over pieces of plastic, right? But then no one then when someone wonders, but why exactly was it important for them to have a debate over pieces of plastic, let's say, because they actually used arguments while debating. It's not that they just said your piece of plastic is shit. No, they generally mention the games. People who debate about console wars generally debate the games. So yes, it's not just a mindless rant at all. So that's why I'm saying this, because I said that exclusive culture of exclusive games, exclusivity culture, was important for the gaming industry, and they have essentially killed it. Oh, we have to kill the other orc. Anyways, we have to come back, right? Yep. So the game today is getting nervous. It's crashing every half an hour. Don't ask me why. Don't be nervous. Don't be nervous. The game is nervous. It says new region. Oh my gosh, I wasn't expecting player. I wasn't expecting you to. Pick up brain. Ah, these guys work as well.
You'll hear your bones break, Goblin.
Good. Goblin brains and livers we need. We need goblin organs. There we go, liver. Goblin tendon. That's also useful, I guess. The vowels that count. Alright, so we can finish that quest as we go on. As we go ahead and continue with the side quests of the region. So, yes, basically, Sakor Blackhand, he left nothing but burned bridges behind. Yeah. Now, that's an orc hero one can relate to. So yes, essentially that's... See how one can say arguments and it's not just a mindless rant about pieces of plastic. See how one can argument why a console is better than the other one. For example, let me give you another example. In terms of platformers, while Nintendo is indisputably the king, one could say, as I said, that, for example, since the PS3 has a lot of exclusive HD collections like Ratchet & Clank Trilogy, Sly Cooper Trilogy, Jak and Daxter Trilogy HD, they are the best ways to play those games because they work at 60 FPS, 1080p 60 FPS. They are the only way to play them, essentially, and they are pretty good 3D platformers. One could possibly argue that after Nintendo, the PS3 is a great option for platformers. Like that. And in the case of the Xbox 360, well, it has the remake of Banjo... Sorry, not a remake, a remaster of Banjo-Kazooie. The remaster of Banjo-Kazooie, Banjo-Tooie, and some other games from the golden age of the Nintendo 64. It doesn't have a lot of 3D platformers, besides Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolts. For example, this is just an example, people, of what someone could argue. So, if you like racing games, the Xbox 360 is the best. If you like platformers, probably Nintendo Wii is the best, indisputably, with a close second PS3. And if you like hack and slash games, the PS3 is definitely the best with the God of War collection and trilogy, and with God of War 3 and Ascension. I hate it when people never mention Ascension. It was a pretty good game. That's my dagger. Thank you so much. Now I can become a great hunter after all. Show yourselves, boys. There we go. Thank you for visiting us here. Let us go to that indecent proposal quest. Shall we? Let's get over there. And aha, there's something. Wait a second.
I am all powerful.
So tell me, what out of all of the things that I said sounded like an idiot fighting over a piece of plastic when I talked about games? So like platformers, the Nintendo Wii and the GameCube are still king. If you like hack and slash games, probably you'll like the PS3 more. And if you like racing games, probably the Xbox 360 is the best. Tell me what out of all of the things that I just said sounds like an idiot fighting over a piece of plastic. Doesn't it make sense? Doesn't it make sense to reach those three objective conclusions?
This will make a nice fur.
Is that idiots fighting over pieces of plastics, or Or is it people actually thinking and getting to the core of the matter and trying to deduce metaphysical reality? Tell me. Tell me, because the relativists always say, it's just idiots fighting over pieces of plastic. They don't even know that they are being relativists while doing it. They just say that. Is that really the case? Baruch the Rich, Source Ascent, yeah, right, he wants my head, of course. I would be doing the same thing if I...
That was almost too easy.
You still want to kill me? Backstabbing weasel, I'll destroy you, whatever. We're done. I thought you could choose who to kill in that quest. Sorry, I have no time to waste. I'm doing a 100% completion. I simply have no time to waste. And through here, look at that. We're close to our main Inquisitor quest. So let's take advantage of the location we are in right now. There we go. I mean, this region is dense in boars, like. It has a high boar population density. There you go. Take that, clustering maelstrom. It can be lethal if you don't have a lot of physical resistance. There we go. Out of my way. So straight for the quest, which should be over there. Please don't tell me this is a dead end. Yeah, it is. So, people, now I don't ask you to see things my way. I just ask you to think about it. Think. Critical thinking is the best gift that one can give to humanity. I'm convinced of it. So yeah, think of it. How is any of the things that I just said idiots fighting over pieces of plastic? Isn't that... could it be that it's just people who want to get to understand metaphysical reality by saying, well, it's true the Nintendo Wii is more suitable for players who like platformers. This is objective. The Xbox 360 is the best in terms of is best suited for people who like racing games, and the PS3 is best suited for people who like hack and slash games and action 3D action adventure games, for example. Well, there we could argue that Gears of War is actually a third-person shooter, so complemented by the fact that Halo is also better, so the Xbox 360 is also
Almost there now.
better suited for people who like shooters. As well, that's another objective conclusion. And there's nothing wrong, as you can see, reaching objective conclusions. There's no such thing as objective reality. Well, that's the problem with them. Tell me if you truly want to argue to me, how is anything of what I just said not objective? That the Xbox 360 is best suited for people who like racing games and shooters, that the PS3 is the best for people who like action-adventure games. For example, Uncharted doesn't have the combat focus and the shooting focus mechanics of Gears of War, so it's more adventure-oriented. And that the Nintendo Wii, for example, is the best at platform. It's best suited for people who like platformers. How is anything of this not objective? See that it's not idiots fighting over pieces of plastics. The console nowadays, you say console wars, and people are like, oh. A radical, a psychopath. No, it's me. It's just as I said. There's a huge line between a mindless argument, just saying you're an idiot. There's a huge gap between that and explaining your perception of metaphysical reality, the doxa, the opinion, as we used to call it in ancient Greece. It was called the doxa, it's the original name, the mental perception. And how do you justify your mental perception with arguments, so you can reach a logical conclusion. There's a huge difference, as you can see. And in terms of the E3, what I was mentioning about the debate and everything, that's because of everything that I just said, that thanks to E3, thanks to all of these debates, we could reach objective conclusions, like the ones that I just used as examples. The debate was much richer. It was much better. Hey, that was a broken vertex cache there, right there. The debate was richer. It was amazing. You talk to any gamer, any player from that era, and that person will know more about video games than 99% of current customers of the gaming industry. Like, because the debates were richer, because of what I'm mentioning. So yes, it does have consequences being ignorant, it does have consequences. Because then you have people like Phil Spencer, like Jim Ryan, like Herman Holtz from PlayStation, telling you that exclusives, they are a thing from the past. You're an illiterate. Well, they don't even say that. They say you're an idiot. You are a grown-up fighting over pieces of plastic. No, that's a reductionist and relativist argument. I would only accept that argument after someone could potentially justify me and tell me with a logical line of reasoning why anything of what I just said is wrong. For example, here I have another statement.
Almost there now.
The PC is essentially the best system of all time because it has backwards compatibility, because it has the most exclusives ever. Believe it or not, it has entire genres, exclusive MMORPG, MOBA, etc. Because it has the best community. Essentially, you get a lot of mods, you get everything, you get better frame rates, of course the technical aspect, it beats consoles on every front. Except one. There's one front in which the Nintendo 3DS, the Nintendo Switch, Nintendo consoles in general have always beaten the PC on. Portability. Nowadays, that's not a thing with the Steam Deck and the Asus ROG Ally and all of the Nintendo Switch clones. Well, first of all, I would say that taking into account the fact that the Steam Deck and the Asus ROG Ally, they are clones from. Sure thing, my boy. Sure thing. So there's poison on the will of the neighboring village. You there? Blah 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 blah.
You are indebted to the Inquisition.
So these orcs just kill each other, except on one front. Not only portability, innovation. Innovation is a front. On that front, sorry, Nintendo has always been kings. It's always been the king of the gaming market because of the innovation. Think about how many games make special use of the Nintendo DS dual screen. Think about the Game Boy and the revolution of Pokemon. In that sense, Nintendo still has that argument of having only one characteristic, one feature that makes it superior to the PC. It's essentially the only category in which, and also the classic gameplay mechanics. It's true, it has a lot of exclusive games that have amazing gameplay mechanics. So yes, except for that minuscule incredibly small category, the innovation category and the gameplay category in Nintendo, in terms of Nintendo games. On all other fronts, nowadays, the PC has dominated and killed, it utterly killed Xbox and PlayStation, and they'll have a problem in the future because nowadays, a lot of people don't have that PC culture of having a personal computer and tinkering with that. But once that those knowledge barriers are destroyed, you have some good news and bad news. Let me guess. Good news, I'm not gonna get that, but I don't want to.
That was almost too easy.
Oh, so that's how it works. Then Baruch paid you too, and now you want to complete your assignment after all. But don't make me laugh. But I killed the other one. Oh well, I guess we killed both of them. Is the bowels that count? Ah, yeah, right. I need to keep collecting organs. New footwear. What's that? Hey, we might as well explore all of the initial region, shall we? Have all of the initial region explored, so we make it more organized. Let's explore that zone. Anyways, we have to kill the goblins. And then... Anyways... Pick that brain. Big one. 5. Ah, we're done. We have to go back, actually. Alright. Let's follow the road. We're done. How did I activate that? There we go. So yes, essentially, it doesn't have to do with idiots fighting over pieces of plastic. That's a reductionist and ignorant argument, as I said. And as long as someone doesn't give me a logical explanation as to why any of my statements that I just did with a logical argument are wrong, they're metaphysically wrong, I will say that there are the brains. Let's see, they're smaller. I will say that they are objectively closer to metaphysical reality when compared to saying that it's just idiots fighting over pieces of plastic. Console wars are for idiots. So yeah, because of what I just said, if you don't have a logical argument to back that up, I'll stick to my mental perception. I'm not saying that I'm... They're the brains. They're rather small than after all, so you can't really expect miracles. A bit from that's much better. Here, try you. What a shame. Here's the cauldron for Jangletooth. Give him a...
Almost too easy.
Okay, cauldron with slimy gloves and goo received. Good, I guess. Where are we meant to go? As long as someone doesn't give me a counter argument to what I've been saying, I have no reason to think that that console wars are just idiots fighting over pieces of plastic. On the other, quite the contrary. It's getting to the... It's actually positive. They are actually positive because they allow the player base to get to objective conclusions, just like the ones that I've been mentioning. Thanks, you've been of great help. I'm not gonna take this reward. There we go. There we go. Now you can do your goblin brain soup or something. And looks like we are mostly done here. Of course, I'm going to explore all of the black spots on the map just to make sure that we are not missing any side quests. But looks like we are done. to me that we're done. Looks to me like that. I mean, as far as I can tell. Oh, yeah. So yes, as we'll explore the rest of the first area. So I have it all explored, and let's proceed to the next area. This place didn't have as many side quests as I imagined. Looks like the game developer. Looks like the game is finally giving up. Looks like we are finally we finally got into an area in which we don't have a lot of quests to do. See, our determination has won. Where's my doppelganger? Alright, that's it. Orcish bear. Now that's interesting. So yes, I'm not saying that my opinion is perfect. I'm just saying that it's closer to metaphysical reality due to the logical arguments that I just said. And I'm not saying that you should accept my mental perception, my opinion. I'm saying just have a critical mind about it. Take it into account, listen to it, and just compare it to just saying console wars are for idiots who fight over pieces of plastic. And of course then compare it to the epistemic evidence, to the empirical evidence. Are we better nowadays than we were some years ago with E3? Well, I think the answer is clear. Hey, we have another quest here. Good. Order some lukewarm lumpy swill from Fangor. Here. Good, more quests. Looks like we are not done. Okay, then. Didn't I explore this road? No, I don't think so. Let's go. Let's get to it. What an interesting place. I definitely didn't explore this zone. Right, that's it. So yes, I'm just telling you to have critical thinking. Have critical thinking. When you hear someone saying the relativist argument, console wars are for idiots who fight over pieces of plastic. Just consider what I said. Consider what I said. I'm not saying that I am absolutely right. I gave you my arguments, so if they don't convince you, my logical arguments, like what I said, it's objectively correct saying that the Nintendo Wii is best suited for platformers when compared to the Xbox 360, or the Xbox 360 was the best console for racing games during the 7th generation. It's objectively correct because of the logical arguments that I just said. Take into account just that there's a different way of having a critical mind about it. Compare it to someone saying the relativist argument, console wars are for idiots who fight over pieces of plastic, and then you ask why. Why? It's always important to ask why. And the person would probably say, well, because you can buy both of them and you won't have the problem. Yeah, but that doesn't fix, for example, I'm trying to think about the relativist arguments that they generally use. over at Reddit forums or Quora or other forums online. You have both of it's for people who can buy both of them. Yeah, but the fact that someone can have both consoles and have access to both libraries, does it change the metaphysical fact that a console is better suited because of its library for a specific type of player? Does it change the fact that you have both consoles? Does it change the fact that when you are talking to someone who perhaps is not that much into consoles, when you are trying to recommend him, well, but if you like racing games, then the Xbox 360 is your best bet in terms of the 7th generation, because it has all of the Project Gotham Racing games, and all the Forza Motorsport and Horizon variation of those two franchises. Does it change that argument? The fact that you have both consoles and you don't care? I have both consoles, in fact. This Orc statue is dedicated to Skilled Fighter, probably. Hey, another Colosseum. Interesting. So, what do we have here? Oh, interesting. See why I always love to explore 100% of a map. Nothing will help you after I'm done with you. After I'm through. Marco Giertola. I'm sure I forgot something. Of course you wouldn't know what I'm forgetting either. Come back later, I'll help. Okay. This is a delayed quest. Oh well. I wonder when I have to go back to the other to all of these weird delayed quests. And I'll have access to them. I'll actually have access to them. Let me teleport back there. So, have a critical mind, people. Have an open critical mind, as I always say. And always debunk arguments. Don't call people idiots. Just logically debunk their arguments. So we are a bit more of a civilized race instead of savages. You're contributing to humankind. You just don't realize it, trust me. If you debate with logical arguments rather than saying you're an idiot, you're doing a huge contribution to humanity. And to your brain. Because you are forcing yourself to actually make neural connections that you perhaps don't see. But when you can logically explain why your mental perception is such, you are making an effort. A big effort that your brain is pleased with. So, because of all of what I mentioned, the Summer Game Fest is objectively inferior to the E3. I don't need polls to validate what I just said. It destroyed console exclusivity culture, which I just said why is so bad, because it destroys the identity of the console, and essentially, in the long run, it'll be even worse for them, for Xbox and for Microsoft and PlayStation, and Sony in that case. It'll be worse because they have destroyed the identity of their machines, of their brands as well. It's not just because the machine represents a brand. You're actually destroying the brand. So, yes, I would definitely vote for a future with more Ratchet and Clank, with more Jak and Daxter, with more Infamous, with more exclusive Forza games, when compared to the pile of crap that we're experiencing right now. I think we're done. Unless there's a way to access that huge mountain. I don't think so. Ah, yeah, through the other way. My bad. So yes. What the? My map is bugged.
I wonder what kind of ridiculous requests these villagers would bother me with.
There we go. Now that's new. The game definitely doesn't like this zone. Let's explore the coastline then. Let us explore the coastline. Let's go straight for the coastline. I don't think there's anything else for us to see over there. So yes, we've lost quality in terms of the gaming debates. We've lost wisdom. We've lost a lot of things. All thanks to Jeff Keighley and his shitty, and thanks to Microsoft and its shitty non-exclusive culture, and thanks to Jeff Keighley and his shitty Summer Game Fest E3's dead culture. Jason Schrader as well, sadly another ignorant and illiterate, sadly, who killed the E3. And if you want to listen to my arguments, yes. Because he reviewed a lot of games with stupid arguments like saying that the game does not adapt to modern audiences. I cannot dwell deeper into that because of Twitch's policy, but you can imagine he's basically analyzing games in a political way rather than an objective way. So yeah, that's basically the very definition of illiteracy. He doesn't analyze the gameplay mechanics or anything like that. So yeah. Yeah. Thanks to all of those agents, we've lost a great opportunity to have intelligent and wise players in our industry. And the illiteracy is sadly rampant. I've lost count how many times I've heard the argument E3, who needs E3? It's better dead this way. I should note that I listened to those arguments before this year's Summer Game Fest, in which we can fully see the consequences of giving up on E3.
It's only the beginning.
I wonder if those people regret now, but now it's too late. It's too late because the ESA doesn't seem to have the resources to make a comeback. Alright, this is the other region. It's essentially the other region. What? I've already completed all side quests here. Why is there a side quest there? I have to go back. Then I can go to that portal and we've already done that the Malday Island quest line. There we go. Anything to loot? Nope. So yeah, essentially what I just said. Sorry about my rant, people. If you don't like it, just tell me and I stop. I don't want to torture anyone, regardless of what you might think. I want to torture anyone, but yeah. If you don't tell me, I assume that it's somehow interesting for you. So yeah. And since for me it's interesting, I keep going. So yes, we should have. We missed an opportunity. I think we missed an opportunity there because we could have had a much more wise and intelligent population of gamers. I guess I don't know, player base, an informed and wise player base. But generally, big companies don't want the player base to be informed and wise. Generally, people in power want others to be stupid, so they can control them even easier. Think about it. Think about that. Just let that sink in for a second there. Generally what happens with dictators, ironically. So yes, nowadays people don't care about gaming history or gaming genres or anything like that. So most, not all of us, but most of the player base. So I know that it's highly unpopular. I know that what I say is always highly unpopular, but I feel compelled to say it because it's metaphysical reality.
Your attempt to escape. Die, horseman.
So I feel compelled to analyze it, because otherwise the relativists win easily. They've already won on so many fronts. So at the end of the day, I don't want ignorance to prevail. So yeah, E3 should make a comeback. The E3 should make a comeback in a perfect and fair world, because it's better than the Summer Game Fest. Oh yeah. It's a joke in comparison. And exclusivity culture should make a comeback in terms of consoles. I don't like this relativist idea of, no, everything has to be on all platforms. That's the best. The customer wins. No, the customer doesn't win. The customer doesn't win because you lose the identity of the brands. That's a stupid eraser. Who cares about the brand? Well, apparently you care because you play their games. Yeah, but the idea is that I can play them on any platform, that I can play them on PC and I can play a PlayStation game on my Xbox. And who cares? Only you care. No. You are defying metaphysical reality. Just watch me. Trust me. Just like gravity finds a way to go back, to send all objects back to the core of the Earth, of the planet, metaphysical reality will find a way to reorganize everything. Trust me. I've seen it many times. Many times. Can help you come back later. Another stupid delayed quest.
Death came almost too easily.
There are a lot of delayed quests like these ones. Exploring this section is taking me some time. Let's fix that. Trust me, eventually when Nintendo keeps selling consoles and the other two don't sell shit, it'll be PlayStation first. This is my prediction. First it will be PlayStation once Herman Holst is fired. the first one to go back to a policy of pure exclusivity. When they see that their exclusives don't sell on PC, which will eventually happen, for example, or some shit like that, because cowardice works like that. Like, the investors like the extra money of PC sales, those extra sales, but then when they stop selling PlayStation as a machine, as a console, then because Sony isn't Microsoft, they don't have unlimited money. Once that happens, I predict it will be PlayStation the one that will go back to the exclusive policy. Once Herman Holst is fired, it's a matter of money, people. Once the investors stop making the money they think they should have, that extra money of PC sales, which will eventually happen because eventually PC sales won't be enough as to counter the fact that you're not selling any consoles. Once that happens, it's essentially over. The Japanese board over at PlayStation will once again take command of it, and we'll see a resurgence of exclusivity. In the case of Nintendo, I hope they stay the course. 10 out of 10. I know that a lot of people complain about the prices of Nintendo and a lot of what they call outdated policies. I'm sorry, they are not outdated. They are traditional, and I think they are perfect. And there's objective proof of it. I don't just say it because I love Nintendo. I say it because they are about to become the best-selling console of all time. I don't know if you know it. The Nintendo Switch is about to be the best-selling console of all time, and I think that gives Nintendo a dignity that the other two simply don't have. It's a matter of dignity, and they are doing much better than the other two. Ask Xbox how they are doing over at Japan. I'm sure they are doing pretty well. Or PlayStation. PlayStation is also doing terribly over at Japan. If you lose your original market, that's kind of like indignity personified. It's a perfect representation. I don't know how Sony directives haven't done some kind of like weird shit of stepping down from the board at this rate. Oh well. So yeah, essentially I'd rather have Nintendo charging more money but embracing exclusivity policies than having another generic company like Sony and Microsoft just essentially saying, who cares about exclusives? You're an idiot, fighting over a piece of plastic. However, since we are idiots, let's follow their implicit piece of advice, and let's buy Nintendo. Let's investigate in Nintendo and the eShop, which is the best digital shop out of the three of them. I rather gladly pay Nintendo to still be Nintendo, and flash news, Nintendo sells more games, and not only more consoles, they sell more games than the other two, straight up.